So in this segment, we're going to be discussing Sunak doubling down on the 2K tax lie. And this is the reason, this interview is the reason why he missed the D-Day commemorations, which shows you how much of a scumbag he is. He left a lie for a pre-recorded interview. But let's have a watch of this, then we'll go through the lie and my frustrations with it all.
OK, let's talk about tax, because it has been a big issue in the past couple of days, right? I think everyone would agree. Are you willing to lie in order to stay in power?
No.
The Labour Party say you're a liar.
I mean, he is a liar. He's lied about lots of different things, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I think it's pretty desperate stuff. And Keir Starmer and Labour Party obviously very rattled that we've exposed their plans to raise tax on people. And that's what it demonstrates.
But your claim is dubious. You know it's dubious.
No, I don't. I think people know that I'm across the detail when it comes to numbers. The Chancellor gave a press conference on this very topic almost a month ago, where he laid out all the workings behind what we were saying. And I'm happy to go through it.
His permanent secretary at the Treasury said, do not use this to claim that civil servants have crunched these numbers.
No, that's not right.
That is right. You're literally lying to the interviewer, and the interviewer should have produced the letter. You know, I'm not sure if they do. They might, who knows, because the full interview isn't out yet. But he should just pulled out the letter and started reading it.
It's the letter that's been published.
I can tell you exactly. I'm happy to go through it with you.
Go through it then.
There are 27 different policies that go into this number. 21 of them have been costed independently by Treasury officials. They're all online and people can find them. 2 of them come direct from the Labour Party, 3 of them from other public government sources, and 1 of them is from an independent investment bank. That's where all the workings come from.
Will you at least be upfront about the fact that this is based on Conservative advisers putting together the initial input?
No, what the analysis and the working is done by Treasury officials.
So they gave it to the Treasury officials in order to do the. So let's have a look at the actual letter, right? So this is the full Treasury letter, and why Starmer didn't have this at hand, and we'll go through his kind of poor response as well in a second. So he goes, "Thank you for your letter dated 24th of May regarding the presentation of opposition policy costings. As you will be well aware, you will be aware, when costing the policies of opposition parties, HM Treasury and the wider civil service follow established guidelines set out in the Directory of Civil Service Guidance. As per this guidance, the costing produced by HM Treasury and the wider civil service are published on the government website. As you will expect, civil servants were not involved in the production of presentation of the Conservative Party's document, Labour's tax rises, or in the calculation of the total figures used." So in that interview, he has lied. The fact the interviewer doesn't call it out or mention this specific bit of this paragraph is honestly why we're in this mess, because politicians know they can get away with lies, and unless you're being interviewed by Victoria Derbyshire or Krishnam or maybe even Ridge, you're not going to get pulled up on it. In your letter, you highlight that the 38 billion figure used in the Conservative Party's publication includes costs beyond those provided by the civil servants and published online by HM Treasury. I agree that any costings derived from other sources or produced by other organisations should not be presented as having produced by the civil service. So Sunak, in that interview, mentioned some sort of independent bank and some other nonsense. He goes, I have reminded ministers and advisors that this should be the case. James Bowler, Permanent Secretary. So he's saying don't use these numbers. As you expect, civil servants were not involved in the production or presentation of the Conservative Party's document, Labour's tax rises. So here he's lying once again.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
And yeah, this is, it's just, play it again.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Because honestly, this is just abysmal. And this is the interview bit that I was talking about.
£2,000 in higher taxes for every working family in our country after all the hard work and sacrifice we've been through. That's not the right course of action. I don't know why you want to put up people's taxes.
Keir Starmer.
Paul, I just don't know how you feel when you hear a Prime Minister say, having heard what you're going through...
He should have addressed it straight away that this is untrue. The idea that this is some 4D chess move from the Spinner Goons is completely untrue, because later on in the interview, in this debate, he does try and address it, but the host stops him, and he should have been much sterner with the host and said, look, you're allowing this is misinformation. I won't be allowing Sunak to get away with that, and you shouldn't either. We should not be misinforming the public. That's what he should have gone with, but he didn't, because he's awful at debates. Poor performance there. How you lose to this man here, I don't know. I genuinely don't. How he lost this debate to this geezer here, beyond me. But I thought Sunak won, and Starmer let Sunak get away with his 2K lies. It's just lucky the media managed to actually follow up on the blatant lie from this debate, and they probably did, because it was only the only good, probably one of the few good talking points to talk about from this debate. If we're being honest now, I mean, the media did a crap job when it came to the 350 million on a bus. So I would not be reliant on the media to call out this stuff. I know people keep arguing Starmer takes a lawyerly approach to all this, but ultimately the ultimate judge of these words will be the British public. Do you trust the British public to be able to decipher what is lies and what aren't? Because in a courtroom, a judge with years and years, decades of legal training can decipher things. The British public put about 2 weeks of thought into these. So the people who watch this debate will come out thinking Starmer's going to add 2k to people's taxes because he refused to address it properly. They won't watch a lot of the post-match commentary or the day-to-day stuff. That's not how the public are. They might have tuned into this debate because they saw big dogs playing against each other, and then they're going to come away thinking, oh, he's going to add 2k to our taxes, even though we know Sunak's source on this.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
But yeah, anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.